Breathe deep. Imagine your legs more limber in Duluth Trading Double Flex Denim. Envision euphorically squatting for that can of suds, bending for your toolbox in a state of bliss, lunging for your laser level on a whole new level. Relax and allow the flex to fill you with ability. Find your inner flex in Double Flex Denim only at Duluth Trading.
Yeah, I think that one of the biggest skills you gotta have is common sense. You haven't got common sense, you ain't gonna go very far in payroll.
Welcome to our podcast, It's About Payroll. We're your hosts, Brian Escobar and Walter William Duncan III. Whether you're new to the payroll game or a seasoned veteran, we have something for you. Welcome back, folks. This is another episode of It's About Payroll. Episode, what are we on, 88 now, Walt?
80. Yeah,
This is 88. Yeah. 8 is a lucky number, so I'm glad we have some special guests for you today. Before we get into that, how you doing today, sir?
Man, I am good. I'm excited. We connected with this group of powerhouses in the payroll industry a little while ago just to talk about some things, and now we brought them back to have them all on as guests. So I'm excited to talk to them, to connect with them, and to have a little fun with them as well in this episode. Yeah, I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm good, man. So without further ado, we have accounts and legal. There's a team from the UK that handles accounting and legal. So without me messing it up, Becky, can you tell us a little bit more about accounts and legal and introduce the team?
Yeah, so Accounts and Legal are a UK-based accountancy firm. So obviously we do offer legal bookkeeping for various clients. Clients tend to be small businesses, entrepreneur type businesses. And we obviously are all part of the payroll team, the payroll function that sits in with Accounts and Legal. So at present, we've got about 300 clients that we run payroll for. So they range in like size. So like some of them are just director only clients and some have about 100 employees. And our sort of stance, obviously, that we'll chat about is that we've been looking at our processes over the last 12 months and evolving. The payroll function is only a couple of years old, really. So obviously the guys that you see on here are all quite new to the payroll team, and we've grown now to a team of 5.
Nice.
So
introduce the team for us.
Okay.
Or they can introduce themselves.
We might as well start with the journey. We've got Laura Hinks has been at Accounts Legal for just over 2 years. She started in October as a payroll apprentice. But what's pretty exciting with Laura is she's literally just recently qualified to a level 3 in payroll. I don't know if you wanted to say hi.
Laura, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi, I'm Laura.
Nice to meet you. Congrats on qualifying with level 3. Congratulations. Nice to meet you.
Laura, tell us a little bit about what that means, level 3. Because in the US, we have only the FPC and the CPP distributed or facilitated by the payroll org. It's the fundamental payroll certification and the certified payroll professional. So what's level 3?
Laura's, so we've now got a team of 5, and we've grown obviously over the last couple of years. Laura is one of the oldest. She's the youngest in terms of age, but she's been here just over 2 years, and literally just last week she actually qualified and did a payroll administrator level 3 course. So obviously she started off as an apprentice. So I don't know if you have something similar in America, but started off in an apprentice scheme. It's obviously government backed as well. So she's gone through that, obviously working and doing college work as well.
Oh, wow.
So testament is really quite a lot.
Overachiever over there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Laura's sort of seen it evolve and go on a journey and stuff. And then we've got Kim, who's hiding here.
This episode is presented by TimeTrack Go, the simply better employee time clock software that is going to make your life easier. In addition to the unique graphical employee time card that helps you quickly identify and fix mistakes, TimeTrack Go is excited to announce it's now compatible with QuickBooks Desktop, providing effortless data transfer and reduced errors. TimeTrack Go will not only save you time and money each week, but the easy to understand user interface and the ability to turn an ordinary tablet into an employee time clock will get you and your team up and going in just minutes. Find out what a Simply Better solution can do for your business. To learn more and sign up for your 14-day free trial, go to www.timetrackgo.com. That's TIMETRAK go.com or call 888-321-9922. Let's go.
Hey, Kim,
Kim.
tell us about yourself. How'd you get into payroll?
Well, I only basically came in to help behind the scenes about 18 months ago. But I've ended up doing payroll. But I've always done payroll based, and I enjoy doing it. Yeah, so it's good fun. But I basically work from home. I've come in today to join everyone.
Thank you. Nice.
Nice.
All right. And what about Millie?
Hi, yeah. Are you guys hearing me okay? I'm just on the other side, that's all. Can you guys hear okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yep.
Yeah, okay, fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you guys hear okay?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yes.
Okay. I think I started 6 years ago, but I feel like with payroll, it's just something that you just fall into. It's really hard to explain how people get into it. I started administration and then just fell into payroll. I think it was just more going on at the time, and I love working with clients anyway, and money and how it all works, and it's just really interesting. If you're a nosy person, then it's a perfect job, but it is good. And the other thing as well, it's just changing every single day. No day is the same in this job, and that's why we all love it. Yeah, here I am like nearly 7 years later, but it's been great and it goes so quick. I've been here since April and it feels like I've been here for 2 weeks. So it's just like, it's madness.
The good one.
But yeah, of course, but yeah.
I don't know if it's good or bad, right? I feel the same way though. That's the deal. But it's like for us, if we either love or hate it, and it looks like you guys love it. I love it. So now you have a big team. How do you all communicate? What are some of the best practices you use to gel as a team, to stay on the same page with the right goals? How's Becky as a leader?
To be honest, ultimately, we're probably like you guys, very similar in lockdown, where the way that we work completely changed. In terms of we work quite remote and we don't have to be sat next to each other to make things work, but we have an office space in Manchester, and the way that we communicate is heavily on Teams when we're not sat together. We communicate, literally, obviously via messaging, and we're obviously very fortunate that we do have tech, so we can video call each other. We need to share screens, that kind of thing. So heavily reliant on the softwares, really.
Do you intentionally get together so you have face-to-face time and team building moments or opportunities? Do you take the team on walks with you, Becky?
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
have got one coming up on Saturday. Accounts Legal going on a bit of a wellbeing walk that I'm organising. But yeah, we just just like communicate.
Yeah, I think like with our team especially, like we make sure that. So obviously we all work from home, but we always ensure that we're coming in the office and stuff like 1 or 2 days a week. Is really important that we all see each other in person and face to face. And working remotely, it can be quite lonely sometimes, and you do need that social interaction, especially after COVID and stuff. It's been like a massive hit for everyone, and mentally and physically. It's really important that Becky does that for us, and she does. Whenever she says, do you guys want to come in next week? 100% we're there. Yeah, that's what we love about it. It's nice to work from home. It's convenient, but it's still important to have that social aspect side of things. And
I think sometimes it's easier as well to just show things in person. I like Kim coming in because I just give her the odd tip here and there, stuff. It's easier to show in the flesh on software. But in terms of like meetings, we go through. We have some of the teams that might have a daily catch up in the morning, and they'll set themselves up for the day. But because our workload varies day in, day out, and we have a shared inbox as well, so it's very easy for us to see what each other are up to anyway, in terms of how we have our workload in terms of like the inbox and things.
So tell me about that shared inbox. So what do you mean by that? I know what a
Yeah.
shared inbox is, but how do you guys utilize it?
Hey, it's Libby DeLucian. If you're sick of business advice that sounds cute, but doesn't actually move the needle forward, this one's for you. The Libby DeLucian podcast is where we go one layer deep. No gurus, no glitter, just straight up unfiltered talk about scaling a business, running a household, and holding on to your sanity in the middle of the chaos. If you're the bottleneck in your business or in your own life, I'll show you how to fix it. Simple, tactical, and one layer deep every time. Let's go. Visit libbyd.com and check out our podcast today.
Yeah, so obviously we've all got access to it. It's like plug here, payroll at accountslegal.co.uk. So we've just all got access to the same inbox. And in terms of the way that we shift those emails is each of the payrollers have their own clients. So
Okay.
they'll do payroll from start to finish, the pension, anything to do with any payments for salary and stuff like that. So the way that we utilize the inbox is that we've got categorized emails for each person. And it's very easy for us to see who's got what. Sometimes we change our processes, but we just have a system where we're a very open door. So if someone's struggling with something, obviously if I get an inkling if an email's been sat there, we were quite quick at responding to emails anyway. So if there is something that's lingering in the inbox, then we're all quite supportive to jump on that. And we just utilise the inbox in terms of like that email, needs extra support, that kind of thing.
Very cool. Very cool. We use a ticketing system actually, and that's our shared inbox. It's through a Zendesk. It's called we use, and it like creates ticket numbers, and it's good and bad, right? Well, it creates its challenges and it's good. But I like that. That's great collaboration because
something if we grew and grew, then potentially we might look at a ticketing service. But at the moment, for our workload and our clients, like it does work.
Yeah, you got to do what makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You got to get the tools that make sense. And we say that on the show a lot. Don't be scared of building a tech stack because if it works for you and if it's solving the problems for you, then it works, right?
Yeah.
Like that's great. I love that. Now, what do you guys do to, I don't know, do you have coaching sessions? Do you have one-on-one? Do you hold a one-on-one with your team week over? How do you do the one-on-one? How do you handle that?
Yeah, I think it's something that's a work in progress. As a firm, we're quite young and we're quite young in terms of the procedures that we have. But at the moment, we've got a quarterly sort of appraisal sort of system that we've got in place, which is just coming up. So I will ultimately the payrollers will see the same questions that I answer about them. So we kind of work about where they're at and with the levels and things like that. And we use a software we can like check in with goals as well. So we tend to set 3 goals each quarter. So it's coming up and I already know that they've both smashed the goals. So we just work on like getting the next goals in place. But we're, like I say, open door, so it's not you can only speak to me at these certain times or anything like that. But we've had the appraisal process running in the background, but it's still work in progress in a way, and
yeah, for sure,
probably can be built on. And yeah, at the moment, as it should be going forward, I just set up a meeting once a month to check in on that goal. But I'm hoping that they know they can just come at any time anyway.
And I think they do, right? Because it leads me to this next thing with the flip stats that I saw on the website. You guys have these cool little flip stats on your personal bios, something very unique and refreshing. And it's a bit bold, right? And these are that I wrote not stuffy and bold. But it begs the question, how are those experiences impact your approach to business, right?
I think it just gives us that human touch. we're not a corporate kind of firm. So in terms of, and what's been really good about just this payroll job that I've had and that the guys have got is that there's not that there's no rules, but we're always looking at changing things and trying to evolve. And even doing this, like this is something that's, I don't know any payroll team that's doing, you know what I mean? It's trying to just think outside the box and that there's no rules and ways we can grow and stuff. But I think in terms of the firm, we're just very laid back, very approachable. And I think having that human touch, it gives that open door policy for the clients to feel more relaxed as well and feel like they're getting more better value for money and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just creating that human element, really.
Millie, let me ask you, how's it been for you coming in fairly new to the team? Can you give me an example of something different that you've experienced there that you've never experienced anywhere else?
Definitely, yeah. In my previous job, I don't like to use this word, but micromanaging is the word that I'm going to use.
Yep.
I see it go around a lot, especially in like accountancies and like payroll bureaus and stuff like that. But it's a really tedious job and there's a lot of deadlines. And I understand that managers do have a place to hold that authority over their employees and say, we need to get this done ASAP, blah, blah, blah. But when I started here, even after a week, Becky she made sure that we were all comfortable, especially me being new and stuff. She wanted to make sure that I was getting the right training, but also important that she puts that trust in me to do the job properly. I think a lot of issues that we see today, managers just they cannot put that trust in their employees, and it's causing people to leave and go elsewhere. So that's definitely what accounts and legal do differently, is that it's definitely a laid back culture here. And I still feel the same way 6 months on. I'm sure the guys and the team would say the exact same.
Yeah.
But yeah, so props to Becky, because a lot of managers aren't like that these days. And yeah.
Yeah, I can see ever since the first conversation we had with Becky, it was just like, wow, this is a very different company. It's a different energy. And and especially being in the accounting and the most stuffiest subjects that you would ever think of, any corporate or anywhere, it's like you guys are bringing this new twist to it, and that's the refreshing part of it. And I'm sure your clients enjoy it. And as you said, like, your clients gravitate to that, and right, so that's amazing. It's a very different value proposition in a business.
Yeah.
Well,
before we continue, we'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to connect with us and to stay engaged with the It's About Payroll community. If you want to be the first to know when we drop new episodes, hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast app, and don't forget to share with your friends and family. If you enjoy more exclusive content, head to it'saboutpayroll.io. We've got 3 new exciting shows for you. It's About Your Paycheck, which caters to the employee. Safe Talk, which is a safe space for professionals like you and myself to have those tough conversations. And the News Pod, which we keep you informed and updated on the latest happenings in the world of payroll, finance, HR. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Now let's jump back in and discover the power of payroll.
Any questions?
So it seems like at your company and with Becky as a boss, that something that you all practice would be active listening and amongst team members and encouragement. How have you seen that from your standpoint, Laura? How have you seen that from Becky in action, practice active listening and encouragement amongst the team members there?
Well, she doesn't push. So she's always there and she's always very supportive, but she will wait for you to come to her so she can help you. Like, she won't force it on you, and obviously she'll let you give you the rundown, explain everything to her, and then she'll take it in and she'll think about it and give you a proper answer instead of just giving you something straight out and not thinking about whether it's right in that moment, which is good, because you don't. With payroll, it's hard to keep up to date constantly, especially with all the legislations, and it always gets updated. So it's hard to say something with full confidence, especially when you feel like you don't know everything. But Becky really, she does the research and she does the time instead of, just giving you an answer and not thinking about it. So it's really good that she really takes in everything that you say to her and really acts upon it instead of just leaving it or going, I'll wait a bit until I find something.
Yeah, I think these guys are really good as well. So they're really good at picking things up, absorbing information and that kind of thing. And they're So hopefully trying to, definitely over the next 6 months, evolve more in terms of being ready for the next payroll person to come on and how they're going to fit in, and have those sort of videos, the support ready, recorded. So it's like, I think Kim asked me something the other day and I thought, I'm just going to do a Loom video on this and then send it to her. Not because it's just sometimes easier to physically show it, because I'd only type it up or repeat it, and then like maybe Kim would go away and try and do that. We're just constantly trying to do little things like that so that the next person is there then, and anyone else in the team might want to watch that video and they'll pick that up as well. But yeah, it's testament to been very fortunate with the people that we've hired within payroll, because they're all just hard workers. And I feel like when you've got a firm that treat the staff with respect and that positive outlook, you're going to get more out of them.
Yep. That's amazing.
That's great stuff. I did have one more before we get into this and that. All right, Brian, if you had any other questions.
Nope.
You each said a couple of different things. Like Millie, there was a phrase in there, you used the word trust. Laura said some things. Becky, you just said some things. And it sounds like it's similar to how US teams are, finding the right talent. That's one of our pillars of payroll, training and talent. And finding the right talent in the payroll industry is wrong, because sometimes it's hard and not wrong. It's hard to find those people, because I know that somebody can have the skill or the knowledge, but they may not be a good fit on the team. So they could know how to do the payroll, they could know how to do it, but they could be abrasive. They could be hard to work with. Might not be a good fit for the culture.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
100%
agree.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in the US. It's finding the right fit for the right company at the right time. And
this episode is brought to you by Marqeta. When it comes to your payments provider, you can't afford to compromise. Marqeta's modern payment solutions flex with your business without the trade-offs. Stable and agile, secure and innovative, scalable and configurable. If they say you can't have it all, don't believe them. Your business demands more. Choose a payments provider that delivers more. Choose Marqeta. Visit marqeta.com/Spotify to learn more.
Back to what Millie said about trust, someone told me years ago that if you as the employer or you as the manager can't trust your employees or the person doing payroll for you, then that means that they should not be doing payroll for you. If you can't trust them, if you can't trust their work, you can't trust their word or anything like that. Do you agree with that sentiment, or do you have a different frame of mind? I guess, Kim, do you have a different frame of mind on that? Oh, you didn't hear?
Higher over what person?
I always think that views that they've got to fit in the team. You've got to have somebody that fits, even if they're not as experienced as another person. And like you said, but if they don't fit in the team, it's not worth them being there.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll get on it. You can help each other. You can see if someone's struggling, and you can help. Far better that than having someone that knows it all, that actually doesn't fit in the team and help out as part of that team.
Yeah. There's something that me and Walt live by, and we hire by. It's hire for attitude, because you can teach the skills. And it's having the right attitude. That's awesome. You guys are an amazing team. I really love interacting with you all. We have a little game that we want to play with y'all, and it's called This or That. You get to pick. We're gonna add. So can you do me a favor? Can Kim sit with Millie, and then we can have two shot, right? Sit with me. Yep. They're perfect. Got Becky and Laura, Kim and Millie, and everybody's in the shot. Okay.
Perfect.
So Walt is gonna start it off, but he's gonna call out who's gonna answer the question, okay? Because it's a lot of us. So he's gonna tell you who he's asking. We're gonna tell you who we're asking. All right. So Walt, again, this is called This or That. You have to pick one.
You have to pick one, right? Okay. So this is just a fun game, all right? And this is our first time trying it, so bear with us, okay? All right. The first question,
to who?
This or That, is going to be for Kim. Direct deposits or live checks? Which do you prefer?
You can hear me? I've got to say this or that. Yeah. So direct deposit or
Let's have it American words.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Digital
know
or
what-
paper. It's
Digital
like a
paper,
digital check,
yeah.
right? Electronic transfer for money or a live paper check.
It's a different one.
Oh, just say this or that.
Yeah. Which one would you pick?
There's no right or wrong answer. It's just what
Which
you.
one would you rather?
we-
Thanks.
Yeah.
The bank.
I wasn't with
So wait,
That's just text that one.
what do you guys call it?
Yeah.
Back usually bank account transfer.
Bank account transfer.
transfer.
And then what do you
Okay.
call live check?
Back's for short though.
What is it? Oh, bats.
Yeah.
Okay,
Interesting.
I love it. Bat
Yeah.
for sure.
Live
What about
check.
live checks? What do you call that?
Paper checks.
What can you
Paper
elaborate?
checks.
What's that?
Yeah,
That
that's a
for
pay,
you?
that's a pay, that's a
Like a
pay slip.
printed check, a paper check that you have to cash. Did you guys
Oh,
ever
right.
cash checks?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a check then.
Yeah,
Right.
with
Yeah.
Right.
Text
Just a
and,
check?
Yeah, it's still a check.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not seen one for years.
They're fully direct deposit, Brian. They don't deal with checks anymore.
Is that right? You're 100% digital on.
No, just like,
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
all
All
right.
right, cool. This one you should.
right.
All right. Well, go ahead.
All right, Laura. This isn't a payroll one. This is just a fun one. All right. So do you prefer tea or coffee?
Take
Tea. Okay.
five to really think about it, take.
Operation.
All right, Millie, this one is for you. Would you prefer a tech stack, which means multiple solutions for your payroll system? So you may have different technologies, different softwares that you use to process payroll, or do you prefer an all-in-one pay solution that can do everything?
Okay, so I prefer the all-in-one. I know that you guys do use different ones, but I just prefer the one because I know how it works and there's just too many clients to do different softwares. When you told us I think it was like the other week that you just do whatever the client has, right? That's unbelievable. That's so impressive. That's a lot, but yeah, all in one for me.
All right. And Becky, my last question for you is football or American football?
Silly question. Yeah, hands down.
Football or football?
Yeah.
Soccer. Football. Yeah.
I know.
All right.
All right, Brian.
Kim,
You ready?
Excel, Microsoft Excel. Do you guys use Excel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Google Sheets?
Excel.
Excel.
The only one I've used.
Okay, Laura, manual or automated?
Automated.
Okay.
I don't want to do anything, man.
Millie, Millie,
Yeah.
pounds or crypto?
Oh no.
Oh,
I
wow.
feel like it should be crypto, but I'm going to say pounds.
There you
For
go.
me,
Okay.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Becky, the queen or the king?
The Queen. I still want to. It's really bad, this, guys, but I still think God save the Queen. I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely the Queen.
Awesome.
sense.
Awesome. How'd you like that? Was that okay?
Yeah.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for playing it with us. We just started on the show. We want to bring a little bit of a fun element to it, and we appreciate you being our inaugural guests on that.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. We had so much fun.
We'll get
with this.
better with the
Awesome.
questions. We'll get better questions.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Prep
it's going to
better.
evolve. It's going to evolve.
Yeah.
And if we ever do another one in the UK, we're going to have to come back to you guys so we can figure out the right terminology.
Yeah. Yes.
So we got a great one. We always ask at the end, is there any, and I want one piece of advice from all four, right? What's something you would tell somebody new coming into the payroll industry? One piece of advice.
Who wants to go
And-
first?
Laura first.
Speaking of, because I'm the newest to payroll in general anyway, I've only been in payroll for 2 years. So anything, like if I was giving advice to someone new, I'd say mostly don't panic. You are going to get things wrong, and it's most of the time it's not that big of a deal. You can always recall payments, or it's not something that sometimes the business is so big that they won't even notice you've made a mistake. So what I would say is mostly don't panic and make sure you've got a load of support around you in your job, and it'll be probably the most good experience in your life, really, for job wise.
Don't panic. I love it. Who's next?
Yeah, off the back of that one that Laura just said, owning your mistakes is really important. You know, putting yourself up there to make sure that you've told the client if something's happened. Again, it's that come back to that trust thing as well. So if you tell your client something that's happened, they'll want to know. If you keep that from them, they're just going to find out anyway. But another thing that I learned, which is what I'd probably advise someone else coming in, is just it's hard, but just have patience. It's such a busy industry as it is. Don't stress yourself out. Most of the time your client's going to be happy with you anyway. Yeah, just take it slow and just have confidence in yourself, because if you lack that, then you're just always going to feel on the back foot. Just take that time and initiative and you'll get there. It's not an overnight thing, it's a gradual process to learn and grow in the industry. And just be patient.
Own up, take your time.
Yeah.
Kim, what do you got for us?
Well, much the same sort of thing. Don't sit and struggle, just speak out. If you need help, ask for it.
If you need help, ask for it. I love
it. Send help around, but don't just sit there.
Nice.
Raise your hand, ask for help is exactly right. All right, Becky, our leader.
Yeah, to be honest, pretty much what these guys have said, really. I think for someone who was coming into it, they probably need to.
What I love about the Workforce Agility Limited series by Cornerstone was we talked to executives and customers all about skills. Cornerstone has a wonderful background in learning and development, training, etc. Their LMS is world class, but they've centered the business now, not just on that, like building upon that, but building upon how everything is moved to the skills economy. So check out the limited series called Workforce Agility, and you can get it wherever you get your podcast. And it's just a wonderful series where we talk to their executives on the shift of why, and also their customers that are using it. So check it out whenever you get a chance. Appreciate it.
Just have that realization that what you're doing is actually really important. I think we were borderline classes. What's that thing in lockdown? Key workers. Did you have that phrase?
Yeah.
Key workers. So, and it's so true. What we did in lockdown and what Payroll kind of face every single year, the government changed things. I think last year they changed the NI thresholds.
1.25%.
Yeah, they did a social care levy, they scrapped that, they did all sorts. So we're constantly evolving. Things are constantly changing the goalposts and rules and stuff like that. So it's probably just advice that you're not going to know it all. You're not expected to know it all. Don't worry that you don't, because it's just evolved so much, and things are then going back. They're changing the minds, the government over here and stuff. So I think, the best advice is what these guys have said, the only mistakes and stuff, but don't panic. You're not expected to know everything. I used to literally swallow the rates every year. I knew them like the back of my hand, and I'm like, what is it, 172? You don't need to know nonsense sometimes, because we've got things that are out there that we can find those things. But it's just having the support and knowing who you can reach out to.
So Becky says, don't think that you have to know everything, right? You're gonna give yourself right. Like Walt says, you got to give yourself some grace, right? You're not gonna know it all, and I agree, because I tell folks that I don't know it all. I know where to find the answer.
Yeah.
So that's real, right? That's what you got to know, where to go get the answer. You don't, and you're right, Becky. I used to do the same thing. We would, oh my God, you got to remember this and remember that. After a while, you're like, no, I don't. I just need to know where to go get it. And that's what they pay us professionals for, is to be able to answer it. It's not that there's of course, there's a saying.
It's the same with hiring someone. So if you guys were to hire someone new, do you say an interview over the years go, interviews I've had, you get payroll tested like on your interview. Do you guys
So
do that? Do
I-
you go off
Ryan
putting
does
or-
that.
Yes, I've developed a system where and it's funny because I developed it when I was hiring Walter, not Walter specific, but that time in my life, and Walter was part of it. What I did was I pre-qualified on the phone. I have 5 to 10 questions, and they're payroll questions, right? They're basic things, nothing obscure, something that if you're claiming to be in payroll, you should know, right? So basics. And if you can't get past those 5 questions, then there's no reason to bring you in for an interview. There's no standard though. Yeah.
As we near the end of this episode, we'd like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for listening. Before we sign off, here are a couple of quick things. Don't forget to follow It's About Payroll on LinkedIn and It's About Your Paycheck on Facebook and TikTok. We love engaging with our audience, and you'll be able to receive exclusive updates and behind-the-scenes content. Thank you for being a part of our payroll community, and thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep going.
Yeah, that's really interesting that's an interesting hiring process, I think. You want to know straight away, really. That's a big time waster if you don't get the result that you want.
Saves, yes. And that was happening. The first place where me and Walt met 8-9 years ago, I had to hire a big team, and I was bringing a lot of people in, and it was just, and my recruiters were just passing people through. Oh, they seem nice. And I'm like, whoa, but they don't know a thing about payroll, right? And I needed folks that knew something. And it's different if you're hiring a new person fresh, then it's different questions. Then clearly there's nothing to test them on. Then you want to focus on the attitude. But yeah, it definitely saves time. You can do the phone, and then you can move on to a second one.
Yeah, I think that one of the biggest skills you gotta have is common sense.
Yeah.
If you haven't got common sense, you ain't gonna go very far in payroll. A lot of it is, you've got to show your own initiative every single day, like how you manage your workload and just general questions you get. If you haven't got any common sense to even check in X, Y, and Z or whatever, then it's just ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. You guys shared so much great things with us today. I really thank you for your time. Folks, check out Accounts and Legal and listen up for more info from this great team. And we want to have you guys back, of course. And as we, think about different subjects you guys might want to cover, you got an open door policy with us. Thank you for joining us today, folks. Walt, any closing words, any closing remarks?
Just remember to give yourselves grace. Remember what's important, and that's each other. Have each other's backs, show each other love, and remember, above all else, just remember that you matter and you're important. All right? That's it.
Amen. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a great day. We'll give you back some time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of our podcast. We appreciate you. We're grateful for you. And we hope that the information that we'll share with you will impact you as a payroll professional. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep going.